What's up everyone? Welcome back to SainzFab and welcome back to Project Maris, where we're putting this Porsche engine into this Bedford Rascal. Now the last time that we did this video, we had most of this car stripped down. All of the front's gone, all of the interior on the front and all the trims and the wiper linkage and the aircon and all of that has been taken off. In here, the interior has been stripped down except for the dash. And then in here, all the engine covers and the sound deadening is gone. And then all the way over there, all the boot lining and the rear bumpers and the lights have all gone as well. But it needs to go a lot further. So in this one, we're going to continue stripping down the car and see how much we can get out of it. And we're going to be starting with the front wings. Now, if you've been looking really closely, you'll see that this one is already off. And there's two reasons for that. Firstly, someone on the owners club wanted to buy it. And secondly, because I wanted to work out how to take it off first so I could do this one and put together a reasonably coherent video without looking like a dickhead. I've also decided that I don't need jacking points on this car. I'm actually using the floor from the front, because that whole panel's being cut off anyway, so what does it matter if I dent it all up? Well, here's a nice little bonus. The offside front wheel is a 205/50 and the near side front wheel is a 255/40, because that is a rear wheel and not the front. That's just great. This is also the wrong direction, because this is an offside wheel because of the direction of the spokes, but a near side wheel because of the direction of the tyre. So I know that the car did come with a couple of spare tyres. I'm hoping that I'm going to have a matching set. Oh, you prick. Look. Why is it so full? Why won't it come out the other end? Oh, this is gonna suck. Stop! Yeah, of course. That's the most important thing. You're building a project car and you're taking it right down, but you know, make sure the screen wash is right at the brim. That's the most important thing. If you've got that, you've got a car. Right, hopefully the torch is in the right place for you to see this, but it's a cool little Easter egg. Look, the end of the chassis rail has got a 986 plug in it. That's nice. I like it. I've done the bolts underneath the arch. Now I've got to do the ones that go all the way down the top of the wing. Now on that one, I had to drill quite a few. It was pretty crap. So we'll go down here and see how lucky we get. Nice. No, that's drill. Oh, win. Oh, yes. No, that one's drill. Oh my God, it's sparked. No, that one's drill as well. Right, halfway. Not bad, not bad. Come on, you prick. That'll do it. What's this, you say? Metal Destroyer by SainzFab. Best drilling lube you can buy. Available on the SainzFab website. Alright, can you see this? This support bracket there. There's a screw right there. Oh, you The car came with a couple of spare wheels, and it turns out they're the fronts. These massive ones are for the rear, and I'm not going to put them on the Rascal on the front. It's going to be wide enough as it is, so I'm going to refit one of the proper ones. Well, that's the front wings off. That was a pain in the arse. I wonder what else we can take off before it comes undrivable. And one of those things has to be the windshield, right? I mean, I'm not going to be using it, and it's going to be worth a few quid to sell it. So let's get this out. This is a glass removal kit that I have borrowed from next door, and I don't know how it works, but we're going to work it out together. I know that you need a bit of this wire. It's probably not enough. Let's go for a little bit more to be sure. Right. And then there's these two grabby tools, and it has to go up the middle, out the side, through the hole, in you go, like that. And then when you pull it through, that should be it. And then you can put it in between the screen, fit the old one on, and then saw all the way around it. Let's have a go. How hard can it be, right? Let's see. I have to make a gap in the seal first, because I need to be able to get the wire through it. So, seems as deep as I can get it. How am I going to get through here? I get through with a push tool. Ah! Didn't take long, did it? Bollocks. Absolute ham-fisted bell end. Right, how does this work then? Ah, I see. Right. The pros must have a better way of doing this, because I am wrecking the paint. But, I mean, for me, it don't really matter, because I'm sawing this off. That's gonna fucking shatter. Oh. Fuck. That ain't easy. How are they kicking this out in the films? Are you joking?
Kick it.
Yeah. Right. Wow. Oh man, that was funny. Check this out. See where it's all been cut down here? It's exactly at the point where I couldn't cut it anymore, where it failed. So all of that down the bottom, let me come around here. All of that down the bottom has stayed intact. It's gone to here, where again I got with the cutter and then I couldn't get any further. And then all across there, none of the glue has failed, it's all glass. You know what that tells me? There is no way you are kicking out a screen in the movies. One absolute lie. I didn't get my microphone on. Well, there's somewhere you don't get to sit every day. Oh, that was funny. Right, what else can we wreck? I think the next thing that needs to go is all of this. Don't need any of it to have a go in it. So let's see if I can get this off without blowing it up in my face. Should have thought of this before I pressed record, shouldn't I? Need a screwdriver. Hold on. I mean, it shouldn't go off because the battery's been disconnected for a good couple of weeks. But, you know, doesn't stop you being nervous. I don't want to wreck the clock spring doing this. Cock. Ah, that's close enough. Let's use some post-production magic. Now, this should be ready to go. Let's see. It's catching on the screen vent. See, I don't mind damaging this, but I do want to not damage the indicator stalks. But there's something here. What's that? What have I... Oh. Oh. Let's get that vent out the way, that's annoying. Ah! Do they fit through the... Oh! I should hope so. How do they get in there otherwise? There we go. Oh, round the indicator, round the other stalks. Nice! Now I've been super careful with labelling every single wire, even if it was obvious what it is, even the OBD socket, because then I know I've labelled absolutely everything. And this will be the first wire that I've cut. I thought it was audio head unit. Turns out that it's the aftermarket head unit running the aftermarket amplifier, and it's just loose at this end and loose at that end. So that's the first wire that I've cut on this car. Look at the state of it behind here. All that rust behind the airbag. Look at that down there. That's bad. That's really bad. Heater box. Center console's all wrecked. State of this. Now that is an awesome step forward. Having all the dash out. It's also really interesting because the further I go into it, the further I understand how I'm going to progress. So like with now that the dash is out and I can see how the wiring loom goes and things like that, I can think about how I'm going to do the cut, because I didn't want to disconnect the wiring loom from the engine bay because I didn't need to. So I'm thinking if this bar comes out and then I can get all the electrics from that and pull it through the car and just drape it over the engine so that when I cut it, there's no electrics from front to back at all. And then when I move it all together and wind it all back, I can drape it back and start feeding it to where it needs to be. I think it'll work. I don't know. Well, clearly I don't know, but you know, it seems like a good idea. And I'm putting the wheel on because I still want to drive it, but There's more that can come off yet. Definitely, there has to be more that can come off. I mean, don't need this, do I? Check this out. More rot around the drain holes for the roof. Anyone able to tell me whether this is a spacer or whether this is factory? I'm not seeing anything. What? What the hell is that? No way! That is rubbish. What's this, Porsche? I thought this was a metal panel. Is it tin? Oh, there's a bolt there, hold on. What is this? It's a really thin sheet of metal, like half mil. And it's just bonded in. Maybe it's like a weather strip for the roof or something. They don't want ham-fisted muppets like me taking this off, that's for sure. Look at that. Weird. Oh, it didn't like that. No. Be safe out there, kids. Ah, that's another skin. Bollocks. There is a whole plastic panel under there. How did they even fit this? How did they do that at point of assembly? Alright, check it out, the quarter panel's gone. That's well funny. It was tough around here because this lipped right over, so the access was really crap. I ended up getting the big one out. And it was tough down here because there's about 6 skins in that corner. But the rest of it, that actually came out okay. It was tough here because there was a bracket that came down here and it made the access tricky. But yeah, how did they fit that when they built it? Anyway, I'm not too worried about the state of it because when I do the Rascal, it's going to be cut about here, just inside the strut tower, and that's going to come all the way down here. So all of that's coming off as well. But for now, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Well, this is a side of the workshop you don't get to see every day. I don't either. Since the Porsche moved in, it's been in this slot the entire time, and dragging it out to do the other arch is the first time that it's pretty much happened since it came into the workshop. I wasn't going to film it either. I was just going to smash it out because I did the other side, and you don't need to see that twice. But I've borrowed a tool and I've not had a go at one of these before, so I thought I'd have a go on camera so that, you know, if I hurt myself, there's video evidence or some shit like that. Anyway, let's have a go. Let's see what this is about then. Oh. Yes. Oh, you dickhead. Yeah, I gotta get me one of these. So if you've watched the last couple of episodes, you're going to know that we give away a Hot Wheels with every episode. Now, last episode's winner of the Silvia is on the previous video. If you look at the pinned comment, you'll see who it is, and if you get in touch, you'll win the Silvia. Now, this one is a Mark 1 Subaru STI. That is cool as hell. And if you want this one, just leave a comment. No forms, no emails, just leave a comment, and then in the next video, this one could be yours. Right, let's have one quick walk around. We have the aircon is all gone. Both front wings are now gone. The windscreen, that was a lot of fun. The windscreen and the surround is now gone. The dashboard and the center console and the carpet and all the interior, that is now gone. All of the back, all of the engine covers, I think that was from the last episode, but the wings, that was definitely this one, and that was very, very medieval. That was a lot of fun. I think there's only one bling left to do. Don't you? And that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. We've had a huge amount of fun with this one, taking it out for one last spin before it gets pulled apart. The next episode, it will be completely undrivable because the next step is going to be taking out the fuel tank, taking out the electrics, bringing everything out the way so that we can start looking at cutting it in half and shortening the chassis. If you could do me the absolute honour of pressing the subscribe button, pressing the like button, there's that new one called Hype, and if you give that one a tickle, then I'll get a little boost out of it as well and hopefully reach a few more people, and that would really help me out. Again, last time, thanks very much. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Now this is an angle of the workshop. You don't, oh, that was shit. Oh my God. Fuck's sake. Oh, you prick. Oh, that made me jump. Fuck. Fuck me. Bum. Ah, bollocks. Fuck's sake. Bollocks. Cock.